because when we as real estate investors go to another level in our investing career,
you've been a big proponent of creating what you call a thought platform. So I wanted to kind of, your background in advertising I get, but what are the beginnings of this? Where did this come from? Why do you put so much emphasis on this?
Yeah, I call it a thought leadership platform because the challenge that most people have whenever they enter the larger deals is they lack credibility, and among many things, I lack credibility and money, which tends to be fairly common. And the reason why having a thought leadership platform, which let's define it first, a thought leadership platform is a YouTube channel, a blog, a podcast, even a meetup like you have so successfully done. And the reason why it is important is because when we as real estate investors go to another level in our investing career, we've got to have the credibility among those around us to be attractive enough to attract them into our ventures. And that can not only includes our private investors who are passively investing in our deals, but also includes brokers, property managers, accountants, attorneys, all of those individuals and groups who have opportunities to partner up with other sponsors who have more of a track record, or they've known them longer, or they have an in with them. Well, we've got to differentiate ourselves and be top of mind in a relevant way. And so how we overcome the challenge of having a lack of track record and a lack of network, well, we interview others like you're doing to bring them into our circle, number one, but then number two, to learn from them. And then number three, now your format's a bit unique because it's a closed circuit format, but most podcasts and other things I do an interview on, when it's released, I then share it out to my audience because it's publicly available, which then brings more people into the host community and the person doing the interviewing. And so it's a wonderful benefit to the host because then the host has the benefit of gaining a new audience after every time they interview someone. And by doing that, we're associating ourselves as a host. By doing that, we're associating ourselves with others who have that track record, have that experience, and now our investors or potential investors, they see us associating with others who have that experience, and then they start coming to us with large multifamily questions or investing in deals, passively investing, versus them going other places. And the best way to build a relationship with someone is to educate them and do it in a way that adds a whole lot of value, and they seek out information. And I don't just talk about this stuff. As you mentioned, I've got the world's longest running daily real estate investing podcast. I've interviewed more real estate investors than anyone else in the entire world. Nobody else that I'm aware of has interviewed at least 1,600 real estate investors. So, when I started out the podcast about 4-ish years ago, I didn't have the relationships that I have today. But after 1,600 interviews, I'm going to build some relationships and learn a couple things along the way. So there's a lot of benefits to having a thought leadership platform. But the main thing is, if you're just starting out or looking to take your business to another level, you must have something where people can check in on you at their leisure when it's convenient for them, versus when you reach out to them about a deal, it may or may not be convenient to them, and you're just talking about them about a transaction versus really adding value to their life.